Welcome to Moody's One-Shot Lore. I'm your narrator, and I'll be guiding you through the tales from Contentium Academy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media channels below to stay updated on the latest stories. Let's dive into this intriguing world together. Moody lay unconscious in the infirmary, still hurt from the attack by the static-faced man. When he finally opened his eyes, he saw a girl standing over him. "Hello, who are you?" he asked, his voice weak. "I'm Tess. It's nice to meet you." "You seem to end up in the hospital a lot," she said with a friendly smile. "Are you a doctor?" Moody asked, confused and barely able to speak. "Nope, I'm just a student here," Tess giggled. Still puzzled, Moody asked, "Have we met before?" "In a way, yes, but officially, no. When I heard you were in the infirmary again, I got worried and just wanted to check on you," she said, her gentle smile never fading. Moody was taken aback. Why was this girl so interested in him? And what did she mean by, "in a way"? "Well, I have to go now. I've got a film shoot. But I hope you get better soon, and I'd like to see you again," Tess said sweetly before walking away. Before Moody could make sense of it all, he drifted back into sleep. When he woke again, Eugene was there. "You scared me, man. If that cut had been an inch deeper, you'd be dead," Eugene exclaimed. "Can you explain what happened?" Moody asked, still groggy. "We're not sure. That static-faced man cut you in the game, and when Taz finally pulled us out, your wound was real," Eugene said, clearly worried. Moody slowly sat up in bed. "Who was that guy? He said he wanted out. Was he some kind of virus?" "We don't know, but whoever he is, we shouldn't be going into games anymore. It's too dangerous," Eugene said, still in shock. "I want answers, and maybe a little payback," Moody said, his determination growing. "You want to go back there? That thing almost turned you into sliced beef. And Eaters banned us from going in for a while," Eugene shouted, his voice filled with fear. "We weren't ready for him the first time. We can come up with a plan. This time we'll bring Taz and figure out what's really going on," Moody said with conviction. "You're on your own then. I'm not risking my life again," Eugene replied, leaving the room. Once Moody was finally discharged, he returned to his classes, his mind racing with thoughts of how to stop the man who attacked him. There were too many questions, and the only thing that made sense was to confront the static man. After class, Moody went to talk to Taz. "You're not seriously thinking of going back, are you?" "Eater said no," Taz protested. "Come on, Taz. When have you ever listened to Eater?" Moody said, trying to persuade her. "I listen when it involves your life," Taz said, her voice dripping with sass. "Look, this thing could be an AI, and if left unchecked, it could do serious damage. I just want answers. You'll be right there beside me, so we can't lose this time," Moody pleaded. Taz thought for a moment, then reluctantly nodded. "All right, but you better be right." While they were preparing, Eugene was back at his desk, trying to calm himself down. That's when a knock came at the door. Opening it, Eugene was greeted by none other than Donovan Blake. "Your content is falling behind, Mr. Eugene. I hoped you'd have fixed that by now," Donovan said with a twisted smile. "How could I? You cut my funding. I can't make content if I can't go anywhere," Eugene said, frustration in his voice. "Then maybe you should have stayed in your little pond and not tried to provoke a storm in my ocean," Blake replied before leaving with a smirk. Eugene slumped at his desk, defeated, until a notification buzzed on his phone. Moody's last video had gone viral, and it made enough money to fund his next trip. Eugene was thrilled but realized he'd need to make more videos with Moody, meaning he'd have to face the static man again. Was his dream worth risking his life? Meanwhile, Moody and Taz wandered through a shooting game, trying to find any trace of the static man. "There's no one here," Taz said, annoyed. "I don't understand. Where could he be?" Moody replied, disappointment in his voice. "Let's just go," Taz said. She tried to teleport them out of the game, but nothing happened. "Something's blocking me," she said, confused. That's when they saw the static man approaching. Both of them felt a chill of nervousness. "Who are you and what do you want?" Moody shouted. "I want out," the static man said, his voice deep and menacing. "What are you?" Moody asked, his heart racing. "You may call me Mr. Static," he replied, dashing right in front of Moody. This time, Moody dodged the attack and landed a kick to Mr. Static's face. "Not this time," Moody smirked. "Fool," Mr. Static muttered as he summoned a Tommy gun and fired at Moody. Moody ducked behind cover, dodging the bullets. "Careful. I think if you get hit, the damage will follow you back to the real world," Taz warned. "Great," Moody muttered under his breath. As Mr. Static continued firing at Moody, an RPG shot blew him up. Moody and Taz looked over to see Eugene running towards them. "I guess we can use weapons in the game to hurt him," Eugene shouted. "Nice shot," Moody praised. "Something's wrong," Taz said, sensing a disturbance. The game's code started glitching, and Mr. Static began to rise into the air. "This is my world, and now you die," Mr. Static declared in a deep, evil voice.
I'm good with goodbyes. Better straighten out your face while you study your lies. See the pain in your face when you losing your mind. Got post-traumatic stress, you lost the feeling in highs. See the horrors of war. If you saw someone dying, would you open the door? On my job, highlighting the core. My words bless you, yes, you feeling annoying. Everybody wanna ramble, they don't get to the point. Your girl like a clown, I just hit her with